Hi everyone, welcome back to the Kia Hyundai channel. I'm Gabby. This is Mark. This is where is it? That is the 2023 Kia Sportage EX Premium in Snow White Pearl, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. So, like all our lives, we typically start the actual video and the walkthrough of the vehicle at around the 3-minute mark. We're just going to let everybody slowly trickle in. We're going to talk a little bit about how lives work, how often we do them, and just general housekeeping rules. So we do it every Monday and every Thursday at 2 p.m. our time here, so Eastern Standard Time. So at 2 p.m., what you want to do is you go to the Kia Hyundai channel on YouTube. And once you refresh the page, as long as it's after 2 p.m., you should see a live come up, and you just click there. You're free to join in the chat box. You can actually send us questions or just comments as we're filming. Mark generally is our cameraman, so he'll read them out to us. I see people slowly coming in. Hello, thank you for watching. But yeah, if you have any questions at all, or if there's something you missed and you want to see, let us know in the live chat below, and we'll actually see it. It'll come in as live feed as we're filming. Today I do not have Charlotte. Unfortunately, she's going to the dentist. So I have Mark. This is the best we could do for today.
Wow.
I'm joking. Mark's great. So let's see. I guess we can kind of give some backstory on this vehicle. So this is the 2023 Sportage EX Premium, like I mentioned earlier. We have filmed the EX Premiums before. I want to focus in on the value on this one. So why this is such a popular model, why so many people get it. And this one is a vehicle I sold myself, actually. So I have a customer coming in. She's going to pick it up today. I bet she's very, very excited. It's a beautiful vehicle. We'll talk a little bit about powertrain, features, of course, and then a general walk around as well, too, like we typically do. So hello, people, for coming in. Now we're approaching the 3-minute mark, so I think we'll start off with our walk around. So I'll pass the camera over to Mark. Let's take a look. All right, so under the hood, it's a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine. The output is 187 horsepower, 178 pound-feet of torque. The combined fuel efficiency is 9.5 liters per 100 kilometers. That's Canadian spec. Price point on this vehicle is $37,995 as well, too. Canadian. Our dealership, we are a dealership, not a review channel. So Brantford Kia stands for Brantford Kia Studio. We can actually sell you a vehicle. So just like my customer here, she put a deposit, waited for the car to come in. It's finally here. She's picking it up. Let's take a look. So 19-inch machine finished alloy wheels. These wheels are exclusive to the EX Premium model. So none of the other trim levels for the Sportage have these wheels. So it really stands out. You do get a lot of black accents as well too, which really pick up nice on the Snow White Pearl exterior color. In our video bay, you never really get to see the pearly shine to it, but in the sunlight, there's a lot of sparkle. It looks stunning. One of my favorite colors. Come around to the side. You'll see you do have turn signal indicators on your mirrors and some black accents. There is blind spot detection as well too, as well as blind spot collision avoidance assist. So if there was a car in your blind spot, this little indicator would light up red to let you know there's someone there. If you were still merging lanes, it'll pull you back into your original lane to mitigate a collision in your blind spot. So very smart. You'll also notice on the door handle, there is a little black button. That's not there for decoration. If you have your key fob on you, you can press that. It'll unlock the door for you, and vice versa. If you're leaving your vehicle, you got your key in your pocket, your purse, your jacket, press that, it'll lock the door for you. So lock, unlock, whichever you have undone. Back doors do not have that, so you have to use the actual key fob if you want to lock all the doors. One thing that comes on the EX Premium trim that isn't in the trim levels below is the power tailgate. So I'm just going to press the trunk release here, or the tailgate release. It'll beep and open up. Really cool thing about this, you can change the opening height and the opening speed. So if this is too tall for you, it's already a bit of a stretch for me. You can set it to whatever height works best for you. And if that's too slow for you, you can either speed it up, or if it's too fast for you, you can slow it down. These are, this is your cargo space. So it is a 5-seater vehicle. There's no third row option for the Sportage. You would have to move up to the Sorento. Tons of cargo space here. So whether it's luggage, pets, groceries, whatever you want to put in your trunk, it'll fit. And you do have a real spare tire underneath here as well too. So let me just lift this up. That's your spare. And you have your kit for it as well too, so you can swap it. And a nice good size spare as well too. Your seats, they do fold down. So I'm just going to fold this left side down. There's a little lever here, you see. So you give it a pull, and it folds down almost completely flat. So it does go flatter, it just kind of bounced back. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna adjust that. There we go. So you can see it's almost entirely flat, lots of space there. If you don't have any rear passengers, you have a whole, you can sleep there, you can live there. You can't drive a house, but you can live in your car. That's what I always say.
Someone asked if the trunk floor drops.
It does. So hold on. Okay, let's open this up again. All right. So to do that, you just have to unslide it. I don't have the power for it right now, but do you see this little kind of floor here? You can pull it out and just drop it so it sits flush on that level there. So it's not a huge change, about 2 inches, and then you have a little bit extra floor space or room. And it clips back into place there. There is these little square slots on the side that you can get a cargo cover as well too. So a lot of customers have questions about that if they want to install it later on. You can totally do that. There's also hooks for a cargo net as well too. You may see some water dripping. This car was just detailed, so it's still a little bit wet. I apologize for the beeping as well too. Another thing that we'll notice, we're going to go around to the front again too, but we do have rear parking sensors and front parking sensors. So if I don't know, at the dealership, at a parking lot, you do have, I'll point them out for you guys as well too, because they're kind of hidden into the design. So there's these little circle sensors there. So they'll pick up if there's something, if you're backing into something, whether it be a wall, another car, parallel parking makes it so easy. It'll give you beeps in the higher increments as you get closer and closer. We also have our rear camera. So our backup camera just underneath the Kia logo. And that's also where you're gonna find your trunk release latch. So you just kind of feel for it there, press it, it'll open up. You can also open up your tailgate from the key fob or from your steering wheel, not on the steering wheel, but to the left of the steering wheel. One thing a lot of people ask when they first see the Sportage is where's the rear wiper? It's hidden underneath the spoiler over here. So when it comes time to changing your wiper, if you're just trying to get, I don't know, something off of it, you actually put it in a service position. So we've done a video on that if you're ever curious, or if you own a Sportage and want to change your wiper. A lot of dealerships don't actually know that, how to put it into a service position, which is pretty strange. One thing I love about this though, if you live in Canada like us, it prevents snow, ice, a bunch of just regular elements getting stuck on your wiper blade. So they're always clean, last a little bit longer.
Someone asked, do any trims come with a cargo cover standard?
Not anymore. So before the SX trim used to come with it included. Not anymore. The EV6 has it in the top of the line model. The old Sportage did, but not anymore, which is strange. It is an accessory though. And then also here we have our gas cap on the side of the vehicle. And one thing you'll notice on this trim level, as opposed to some of the other trims, is you get a lot of black and dark garnishing. So we'll take a good look at the exterior and get all that as well too. You do have roof rails, so they're the flush kind, very sleek look. If you go one trim level up, you get the X-Line Limited. They're kind of like a raised ladder style roof rail, so it looks a little bit more aggressive. This one definitely has more of a clean, sophisticated look to it, I'd say. We'll come around to the front now. I'm just going to turn on the lights and have Mark go to the front so we can get a full shot of the full LED lights. Okay. So you can see you have these razor sharp projection LED. Those are your daytime running lights actually. And then everything in this vehicle is an LED. You can see your fog lights on the bottom there. So 2 kind of cubed-like or rectangular LED lights. And those little circles on the front of your bumper are your front parking sensors. So if you do live in Canada like us, or you live anywhere where there's snow, you definitely want to make sure that you wipe those off when you're getting snow off your car, or else they're not going to work as great. And then in the front, you'll also see all this black garnishing or detailing, as well as some chrome as well too. So this is what they call a satin chrome. So not too shiny. A lot of chromes I find have a very old school look, you know, old school muscle cars. This looks a little bit more modern, more sophisticated. Appeals more to the younger crowd for sure. And we'll take a look inside, talk about all the tech that's inside this vehicle. And once again, guys, if you have any questions or if there's anything you want to see again, let us know so we can circle back.
How long was the wait time for this car?
I believe these customers only waited around 3 months for it. Got lucky. This color choice is very popular, so we got This one coming in.
Do the plug-in hybrid or just the hybrid models come with a cargo cover?
They do not.
And EX Premium versus hybrid SX, same options?
So for no, the SX is going to be very close. The seating is going to look very similar, but they do have a couple different options as well too.
Question. I pre-ordered the hybrid SX model. How does the EX Premium differ from the hybrid SX in terms of features?
So you won't have the 12.3-inch kind of supervision cluster. You'll also have your full 360 camera and a premium sound system. Those are a couple things that you miss. You also don't have the ambient lighting, and of course, also not a hybrid. But the general interior look, like the sunroof, the leather seats, the heated seats, the ventilated seats, that all stays the same. So a lot of comfort features remain. You just miss a little bit of safety features, tech features, and the premium sound, and just the hybrid. That's usually the big thing.
Someone says, is that GDI?
GDI, yes.
And how much is this version?
37,995 Canadian. That's the base price. So before taxes and fees. Now let's take a look inside. All right. So this one's nice and clean. I'm gonna go over it again. So my customer, if you're watching this, don't worry, I'll go over it again. I'm gonna back my seat up as well too. So first I'm gonna start off with the door. You can see you have these really cool door handles. Every time we review a Sportage or show a Sportage, I always point this out. Not only are they cool, they're very functional, so you can still use them. So many manufacturers try to be different and do really cool designs, and they just don't work as well. This works like a regular door handle. It's nice. I really like it. Then over here, we have our memory seats. So this is the entry-level trim to memory seats, and I know that's a must-have for a lot of people, so I always love to point that out. 2 different saved settings, but another thing you can do is you can have your driver profile that is in the main head unit here too, where you can also save more custom seat settings. So you can actually have, I think it's 4 memory seat settings. Pretty cool.
Someone, all express windows.
No, so only the driver and passenger express windows. So get a good look at that there. There is some garnishing on the side door as well too. No one likes a boring interior, so I really like that. I like to point that out. It looks almost carbon fiberish as well, so very nice. The focus is definitely on metals here. So there's the, not the clash sounds bad, but I'm going to use the word clash of the dark chrome, the black accents, and then in here you got this carbon fiber, you got some aluminum as well too. So it's very, very pretty. On your steering wheel here, we have our Bluetooth and media controls on the left. So this is where you can change the volume, change what song you're listening to, what station. With mode, you can actually cycle between your media modes, so whether it be Bluetooth audio, AM, FM radio, Sirius XM. Center, you have the Kia logo and the horn, my favorite feature. Next on the right, we have our driver's settings. So here you can actually change what you're looking at. If you want to see your lane assist, if you want to see your fuel consumption, your navigation. So if I actually set a route in my nav, it would show me my turn-by-turn in the center there. And one more, you can see your all-wheel drive torque distribution, tire pressure. You can just cycle whatever you like to see while you're driving.
Someone wants us to test the horn.
Test the horn. Say no more. It works. And then on the left and right side, you have your speedometer and your tachometer. On the bottom left, you do have your fuel gauge. And then the right, you have your climate, or not climate, but engine temperature. On the top, you'll also see your fuel range. So on a full tank, we have about 585 kilometers. Left side's pretty basic. You just have all your light controls. So you do have auto lights. You also have auto high beam. So what that does is you can have your high beams on at night, dark country road, another car comes by, the car will automatically turn them off until they pass and then turn them back on. Or if it senses you're getting into the city where there's adequate lighting, it will turn them off as well too, and turn them back on when needed. So pretty cool. I did mention earlier that you do have your trunk release button in a couple different areas. So you have it key fob, the back of the vehicle, and then you also have it here. So you just kind of press and hold, you'll hear it beep, and then it opens up. Really great if someone else is loading stuff in the trunk for you. You get to sit back here, press that button, not worry about a thing. Traction control here, and then your parking brake. So electronic parking brake, you kind of just pull it to engage it, and then you push the brake and push it down to disengage it. I'll have Mark come around so we can get a better look at everything else in the vehicle.
How much is the SX hybrid version?
SX hybrid, I don't have the MSRP on the top of my head right now. Sorry, guys.
Do you know why the dealers are having such a long wait time for accessories to come in?
So for accessories, I feel like anything that has to be produced right now takes a while. It's furniture, it's appliances, it's cars, it's everything. I'm not too sure why accessories take so long, just because I don't work in that industry. But I understand, like whenever we're buying anything, my family's redoing our cottage. You're doing you're waiting for everything essentially. I don't know how long the wait is depending on where you're looking at, but
There's a sunglass compartment.
no, no sunglass holder. That I don't know why they got rid of that. It makes sense to get rid of CD players because it's not as popular anymore, but people still wear sunglasses, so that bums me out. Anyway, I'll have Mark come in, but before he gets in, I want you to see the power seats for the passenger. So not only driver, but passenger also gets power seats. On my side, I have lumbar support, I have my backrest, which I can adjust, and I have the bottom of my seat, which I can raise and lower. Mark, how many options do you have?
2 or no 4?
You have 4 options.
Right? There's no lumbar support.
No lumbar support for you, so you can adjust the bottom of your seat or the back of your seat.
Yes.
And no memory seats for passenger, but get yourself comfy.
In another video, I don't think on our channel, someone could have sworn he saw the option to change the exhaust sound.
No, it wouldn't have been a Canadian spec at least, or definitely not a Sportage, but we don't have that here. You can change the drive modes though, so we'll talk about that right now. I'll invite Mark to come inside. We'll close the door.
Do the mirrors?
The mirrors don't fold on this vehicle, so they are powered, meaning you can adjust them, but they don't actually fold in when you lock the car. Also, they are heated. Another thing I want to mention that is heated is your windshield, which is a game changer if you live somewhere cold, because you usually have your rear windshield with the tungsten burners. It'll melt snow and ice. Not a lot of vehicles have the front. You just kind of remote start your car. It'll melt everything for you. Get into your car. You're ready to roll. Just make sure you wipe off your front and rear parking sensors, though. We'll save you a lot of a headache. Next, we just have our main cluster here. So this is our larger display, the 12.3 inch. It starts off on the EX, which is one trim level below this. Sorry guys, I'm talking so much. I'm used to my girl Charlotte being here and taking over some of the talking. Charlotte, I miss you. So you have the time, you have just a general breakdown of what's going on. If you want to look at the screen, you totally can. You also have the option of turning the screen off completely if you like more of just a straight head-on drive, and you can still listen to media and everything. But if you want to get into the techie stuff, we'll slide over to the right. You see you have your map. This vehicle is equipped with in-house navigation. Kia's works fantastic. You can also do voice commands to tell you or to set your destination where you want to go or cancel your route. One thing I really like about the map, I'm just going to close that up. It looks nice. You can use the 2 knob to zoom in and out while you're driving. So if it's a little too close for you, too far for you, you can see Brantford's finest shopping establishment. So the Linden Park Mall, we're very close to that. You can zoom in, and we're at Brantford Kia. So it gives you a little Kia logo saying that's a dealership. You can also search for closest gas stations, closest coffee shops, all that good stuff. If that's not your style, it does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but it is wired. So one thing you would need is your phone charger with you. You would just plug it into this USB socket right over here. And while we're down here, I'm going to show you, you have a 12 volt, your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto USB, or connectivity USB. You have a wireless phone charger. That's just a little pad right here. And then you have a USB-C. So most new phones, they come with a USB-C instead of a regular USB. It's just a faster way to charge your phone with faster outlet. You also have it built into the backs of the seats here, which we'll show you once we get into the back. While we're still up here, though, I want to show you there's a lot of controls here. I'll try to break it down quickly so I don't take up too much of your guys' time. We have heated seats for driver and passenger, heated steering wheel, and ventilated seats. 3 different levels for everything for driver and passenger as well, too. So these seats, leather seats, it's no surprise, they get pretty hot in the summer. It's really nice to have the cooling effect. Just the way it is in winter, they get very, very cold. So having heated seats also works fantastic. You can open up this beautiful sunroof.
Does the map go over the air updates?
No, so it's a USB update. So you would have to get a USB flash drive, plug it in, and then download it from there.
In the EX trim, is the windshield heated or just in the premium?
It's on the EX as well too. So yeah, I forgot to mention that. It starts off on the EX trim. You also get this beautiful sunroof in the EX trim. So I want to quickly show you guys this. It Expands all the way to the back seats there. The actual glass panel though only fits to around about here. You can have it either opened all the way or you can have it tilted. So I'm just going to tilt it real quick to show you what that looks like. This is my favorite method of having my sunroof open because it lets fresh air in, but it doesn't get hair all over your face or make too much noise. Speaking of noise, it is definitely a quieter ride, and the sound system, it's not premium in this trim level, but it still sounds quite good. I'll have Mark do a quick pan over everything there. And then before we hop into the back, I'm going to talk a little bit about drive modes and terrain modes.
Is there a party mode?
There is no party mode, but anytime you get in the car with me, it's a party.
People are asking if it's snowing in Ontario.
No, not yet. Please don't sign it. I'm so scared now. I'm not looking forward to that.
It won't be snowing until like late January because global warming is a thing.
I'm not looking forward to the snow because working at the dealership, we have to take the snow off all the cars. Not looking forward to that. You can come on in. Oh, next up, I'd have the dealer principal. He was about to walk in, but he turned around, I guess. Pat, if you're seeing this later, you could have came. Could have said hi. We have our drive mode select right over here. Sorry, guys, I took a total detour. So you have 3 different drive modes: normal, sport, and smart. That'll adapt or change the steering. It'll change the way the throttle mapping feels. It's going to change a lot of how the vehicle operates. It's a lot to talk about. Definitely, if you do get the opportunity to take one for a test drive, try it out for yourself. With the sport mode, you definitely feel it's a much quicker acceleration, the takeoff. The steering's heavier. It's my favorite mode to drive in. It will consume a little bit more fuel, but it's up to you whether you like that or not. Smart mode adapts to whatever you're doing. So if you're taking it nice and easy on the highway and the city streets, it will give you your best fuel efficiency, and normal is just a happy in between. If I press this down though, like a button, it'll switch to terrain modes where I'll get the option of either snow, mud, or sand. And that'll change the all-wheel drive system to adapt to those conditions. Now the all-wheel drive system is already a smart system, we like to call. So if it senses a little bit of, I'm about to say the most gross word, slippage, it will adjust as needed. Mark just made a horrible face at me for saying that, sorry. You do have downhill assist, so that also works with your all-wheel drive and braking system to help you go down very steep declines. We have auto hold, which will hold you at a complete stop when you fully depress the brake pedal. It's a great feature. I love using it. Essentially, it'll let go once you hit the gas, so you can do not one pedal driving, but one pedal stopping. We have our auto stop and start. So if you've ever been at a stoplight with other cars and you hear their engine shut off, that's what that is. It helps with fuel efficiency. And then our parking camera. So I can press that, and you can actually just look at your camera while you're parked. Now, as soon as you throw the vehicle into reverse, it'll automatically come up. But this is just an option if you want to look at it. And then if front and rear parking sensors are not your thing, or you do not like the noise, you have the option to turn off your sensors right over here. So you just give it a press. If the light's off, the feature is off, and if the light's on, the feature's on. So nice and easy. Cup holders in the Sportage are retractable. So if you have a bigger bottle, or if you just want to put something in here that's not a cup, you can either push them in or pop them out that easy. I'll quickly show you the center console. Just a regular square. There's no divider or anything. Close that up, and Mark will show you the glove box before we hop in the back.
Is there ambient lighting?
Not in this trim level, no. So the ambient lighting goes in the hybrids, not in the Sportage gasoline.
People are saying slippage.
Oh no.
Is the USB 3 also for Apple CarPlay, or is it just charging?
USB-C, this one here, that one's just for charging. So you have to use this USB for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto.
People are saying how much?
How much? Like the price of the vehicle?
Yeah.
$37,995 Canadian, I should say. Now we'll hop in the back and show you what's over there. Oh, I'm gonna move my seat up. Give me 1 second.
We have 114 people.
114 people on here. You guys want to spend your time with me? That's crazy. Well, while you guys are here, if you don't mind leaving a like, that'd be much appreciated. And of course, like I mentioned earlier, if you have any questions or if there's something you want to see in the vehicle, let us know so we can circle back. But hop on in. We'll take a look. So I moved the seat quite a bit ways back. So Mark was sitting there. Mark's pretty tall. You're about what, Mark?
6 foot.
6 foot. I'm definitely not 6 foot, but I moved it back here. Our lights just turned off. Give me 1 second. They're motion sensor lights. Mark will give you a good pan around of what's over here.
So we have over here, we have USB type C's on both sides. We also have a rear air vent. I know it does sometimes get hot in the back. So it's always nice to have air circulating throughout the vehicle, including the back, because although the people in the front are more important, people in the back also want to feel comfort.
For sure. So you mentioned the seats are heated. Is that what you just said?
No, I talked about the air vents.
Oh, the air vents, yes. So you do get vents here. You get the USB-Cs. You get these little clips built into the backs of the seats. I always like to point out, because it's a big thing, especially for parents or pet owners, these are all hard plastic back, so very easy to clean, and then kick-proof, scratch-proof, all that good. On the back of the headrest, this is not just a design quirk. It is a hook, so you can hang jackets, bags, whatever you need, whatever you don't want sitting on the floor. The back pockets are also full leather, so they're not a net, so you can actually hide whatever. If you have your tablets or anything important, you can put there, no one can see it. On the door handles, we have that same kind of carbon fiber trim. Then down here, we have a seat. The car's off, so it's not going to light up, but we have our heated seat button. You have 2 different levels. And then you have your window controls and a little storage pocket on the side as well, too.
We have 130 now.
130 people on here.
Oh, is there any changes for the Kia Stinger 2023?
For the 2023, there hasn't been any changes released to us yet. I'm wondering if they're going to do some sort of kind of special edition. But yeah, nothing official yet. So I don't assume there's going to be any sort of like big changes, maybe styling. But hopefully we get that soon, because we've been getting a lot of new vehicle info. We have a center console armrest, so cup holders, armrest, whatever you need.
Is this EX a hybrid?
This is an EX Premium, and this is just regular gasoline. Same size as the hybrid, though, so your back seats would be roughly the same. We'd be looking at the same comfort over here. That's about it for the back seats. Now we're just going to head back to the computer, answer some of your guys' questions, and then finish everything off.
The Kia Carnival 2023 is a carryover?
Yes.
No, this is not a plug-in hybrid. This is just gasoline.
No plug-in hybrid Sportages in Canada yet. Once we do get a plug-in hybrid, though, you best believe we're going to take a video of it. Lots of videos of it, actually. 2023 EV6 delivery timelines. We're still about, whenever we take new orders, we're quoting about 2 years for the EV6. Now, if you already had an official order in, they are coming in. We get EV6s actually quite often because we got a big chunk of orders. So it would be best to check with your sales consultant wherever you ordered. If you did get an order in before the ordering bank closed, then you should hopefully be getting it later on this year, early next year, fingers crossed. Also really comes down to what color you ordered and what trim level. Heated rear seats like the hybrid, yes. So on this trim level and the trim level above for the regular gasoline, you get heated rear seats. Does the Kia EV6 have wireless Apple CarPlay? It does not. It's only wired at this point. Is that 2 years serious, not worth waiting? Unfortunately, it is serious as of now. There's always hope that it'll get better, but honestly, the car rocks, and you would be getting a 2024, 2025 model, so whatever new tech or new changes there are, that's what you'd be getting. So you wouldn't be getting kind of the old outdated, or I guess it'd be outdated from now. Any update on when we can visit our local dealer to order the Sportage PHEV 2023? You can already put down a deposit with your dealer. You can put it down deposit with us. There's just none in Canada yet, so timeline is a little rough. I would probably quote about a year at this point. If I buy a car from you guys, would you throw in a free teddy bear for you? Of course. What is the advantage of the plug-in over the hybrid and vice versa? I never really understood one over the other. A plug-in hybrid is really if you do a lot of city driving and shorter commute. Someone's just what? For example, me, if I lived in the city that I worked at, I could do the complete drive in just electric mode. I would not need to use a gas, come to work, plug it in. So Charlotte, she's actually driving a plug-in hybrid right now, and that's exactly what she does. She comes to work, plugs it in, drives home, electricity, doesn't use any gas, and then you still have the backup gasoline and hybrid motor after that. So efficiency all the way around. Hybrid, you still have to put gas in it. There's no way to charge it. There's no plugging in involved. That would be a great option if you live in a condo or somewhere where you don't have access to plug in your vehicle. I'll move on and buy some other EVs. 2 years is not worth it. Up to you.
The gas store is on the left-hand side.
Yes, left-hand side. What's the wait time for the Sportage HEV? Approximately, I quote my customers usually 6 to 12 months. We have had quite a few already deliver, so it really comes down to how far you are in our wait list. So, and what colors you're open to. The more colors people are open to, the quicker they might get their vehicle, because if someone ahead of them cancels, then, you know. Can I place my order EV6 with you? I'm from Quebec. Unfortunately, we can only sell within Ontario. I wish, but no. Any idea when the Nero HEV is coming out or cost? So we got information for the fully electric Nero, not the hybrid yet. I would assume it'd be very, very close. So stay tuned. Hopefully we have something soon in the next few weeks.
Someone asked me how university is going. So I'm currently doing my co-op. So I'm learning in the industry. I'm in University for Business Administration. So I'm here until December 23rd, and then I go back to university and do classes again.
You're leaving us right before Christmas?
I know.
If a customer's car comes in, how long would you hold it on the lot before insisting delivery? We try to get it out as soon as possible. So this one we got, I think 2 or 3 days ago. It's going out today. It also comes down to when it works for our customers as well too. We've had some cars come in, our customers are on vacation, and the car sits here for a while. So, I don't know what that is. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to. I hope Charlotte is healthy with the baby. She is healthy. She's at the dentist right now.
You have to detail a car? Oh, really?
Is it possible to get a friend, family member to take delivery if I'm away? No, it would have to be, if the vehicle's in your name, we need you to sign all the paperwork. Once he leaves from his co-op, you can be hired. Sure. Can you use a camera?
Hey, I do more than just camera.
I know, I joke. If I get a Kia tattoo, can I get a free car? Probably not from us. I would write Kia Canada an email and ask. I would be down to do that. I would do it. Oh, I see some people speaking Spanish. Mark, I got 2 degrees, accounting and information systems. So you study hard and work hard.
I will. I switched from accounting to business administration, but I think accounting is interesting.
That's what I went to school for. How long does it take to receive the car? I hear that many dealerships don't have inventory to sell. Yeah, it's a very common issue right now, not just Kia, it's everywhere. It really depends. Wait time depends on what you're looking at. So usually our Kia Fortes and Kia Rios are quickest turnaround vehicles. We used to actually have tons of those on our lot, and you could just pick a color and get it, the next day, a day after. But now everything is a wait. It really comes down to what you're looking for. Hybrids and EVs are typically the hardest to get though, just because there's a huge demand for them right now. We're probably gonna stay another minute or two. So if you have any questions at 2, you can try getting them through again. Hi Gabby, is there an all-electric all-wheel drive model coming from Sportage or Tucson? Not at this point yet, or not confirmed. We do have them both EV, or not EV, HEV and PHEV though. Do you sell at MSRP? We do, so we're not gonna, hold on, my Kia voice is terrible anyway to change it. We do sell at MSRP, sorry. There is of course fees, there's the freight, the air, all of that great stuff actually. But we don't add on protection packages or any of that, or dealer markup. Glad I got to see the live video today. Thank you for watching the live video today. How often do you guys get Sportage allocations? It really varies. You got to use your ASMR voice. I do not have an ASMR voice.
But the video that's either being released today or tomorrow features her ASMR voice.
Kia needs to get wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. I know, that would be great. We do have it for our smaller screens, not our bigger screens. So vehicles like this, the EX and above for the Sportage, you would have to bring a charger with you, a cord with you. Any news on the Kia EV9? Still no official release, but there is the LA Auto Show coming up soon, so maybe we'll get to see something there. What do you study, Gabby? I study Kias. I joke. I did go to school for accounting, and then I did automotive law and ethics. This SUV could have been nice sporty SUV with a 2.5-liter engine from the Santa Fe. So it doesn't have the turbo that's in the Santa Fe, but it still has a 2.5-liter, just naturally aspirated. Where the cars are assembled, these are, oh my gosh, I've said so many words. They're assembled in Korea. Kia voice is changeable. No. Lots of accounting students in here today.
Oh, I don't know nice. Whose shirt you're talking about, but thank you.
Thank you either way. I think that's gonna sum up our live for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I see we still have 113 people on and only 75 likes. If you guys want to leave a like before we go, that'd be much appreciated. And we'll do one last kind of walk around in the vehicle just so you can get a good look at it. So I'll have Mark grab our camera. Aw. First from Puerto Rico said, I'm awesome. Thank you. Is Charlotte going to be in the next one? Probably.
So he was talking about my shirt.
Oh, our next live will be on Monday at 2 p.m. Not too sure what car we'll be shooting yet, but Charlotte should be in it. What do you guys think of the Snow White Pearl color? That's one thing I wanted to ask. Teddy should be in the next one too, right? Teddy is right here. He is stinky though. So, all right. We're going to end off today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like always, we are a real dealership. If you're in Ontario and you're looking for a Kia or a Hyundai, if you're looking for Kia, I can help you out. If you're looking for Hyundai, we can put you in contact with our sister store, Brantford Hyundai or Owen Sound Hyundai, and we'll take care of you guys like family. Thank you so much for watching.